Hi, it's Andrew Larratt, General Manager of Sport Business. It's great to be back for the third edition of our video segment. I'm here today with Pierre Comis, who's going to share a little bit about physical literacy and why it's so important. But firstly, I was a phys ed teacher originally 25 years ago, and this particular area is really dear to my heart, is getting our young children up and going. But I won't steal any of your thunder, Pierre. So can you tell us a little bit about physical literacy, what it means and what is it?
Yeah, absolutely, Andrew. Physical literacy is a lot more than what the name might suggest. It's not just about fundamental movement skills, the physical skills. It's very much about the social, the cognitive and the psychological domains of holistic development. It's particularly important for children because we know 81% of children are inactive, and a lot of that is due to the lack of confidence and motivation for them to actually implement the skills that they're also failing to acquire.
And I suppose from a Sport Australia perspective, what are we doing and how can we bring this to life?
So the key thing is that a couple of years ago we developed a definition of physical literacy for the Australian context and a draft standard. We've been reviewing that with sport, education and health sectors over the last couple of years and are ready to launch a final Australian physical literacy framework which will anchor future strategy and investment to ensure that everything we're doing across the sector is aimed at getting the physical literacy level of all Australians further increased. We want people to be more confident, more competent and able to move more.
Look, for me now, I think 15 months in at Sport Australia, and I've seen the area of physical literacy, the research, the work we've done globally, but now the time is really to bring this to life in the next 12 months. Can you tell us, I suppose, a little bit of some of the things that we'll start to see?
Absolutely. So we've been working very hard with the lead academics in this country on some tools that will help to actually assess physical literacy or chart an individual's progress. We're looking at developing some new resources, some guidelines for our sport partners, our national sporting organisations, to map their products to physical literacy, as well as working closely with the education stakeholders, the departments, to actually embed physical literacy within the PE curriculum in particular, where we know it's already so prevalent.
So we've got, a huge number. I think it's 80% of children are not getting enough physical activity, and physical literacy is going to build that confidence and competence. How excited are you about the next 12 months?
Yeah, I'm really excited, Andrew. We've got a lot of exciting pieces of work in the pipeline, and I think this is the time for Sport Australia to really step up and lead the country in bringing physical literacy to life. It being more than just a theoretical framework, how do we actually live and breathe it and implement it throughout a range of different mechanisms?
Pierre Comis, thank you for joining the session, and look forward to hearing more about physical literacy in the next 12 months. Thanks, Pierre.
Plenty more to come. Thanks, Andrew.
Cheers.